Welcome to Prakash Talks. Today, I would like to tell you a short story, Eidgah by Munshi Premchand. Premchand is a doyen of Hindi literature, very famous for his Godan and Nirmala. Eidgah means the place where Muslims congregate after Ramzan. It is a very big place to offer prayers. So, generally, they'll be praying in a local mosque also. But on the day of Eid, since thousands of people congregate, generally this place is a big open ground next to on the outskirts of the village or town or whatever. This story is about Hamid, a poor little boy of about 5 to 6 years old. So, whom his grandmother Amina is bringing him up. Hamid loses his parents pretty early on. He is also not aware of the same, and Amina keeps telling him that his father has gone on some business and he'll come back with lots of money, and his mother has gone to heaven to meet Allah Mia, and she'll also come with a lot of gifts, etc. So Hamid, given his age, oblivious of the fact that he has lost his both of his parents, he is very cheerful yet and lives along with his doting grandmother. So the setting is all about Ramzan. I mean those 30 days of fasting and finally Eid. The writer writes that the fasting is for the elderly, but for the kids it is all about waiting eagerly for that big day Ramzan, where they happen to go to the small town in the neighborhood, and they keep planning what to buy and what kind of games to play, what kind of rides they need to get on to, things like that. So as the days come closer, this conversation keeps increasing. Hamid has very close friends like Mahmood, Mohsin, and there are rest of them also. So for at least some 10 to 15 pages, Munshi Premchand in this short story captures the childhood pretty effectively, as though you live in, I mean, you go back to your own those days when you were 5, 6 years old, very innocent, and the way you used to play or the way you used to brag. I mean, there is a lot of bragging going on. Somebody has 10 paise with him and he says, okay, I'm going to buy this sweet, I'm going to ride this ride. And somebody shows his 15 paisa which he has, some 5 paisa his uncle would have given and 10 paisa his parents, so he's going to buy this toy and he's going to eat gulab jamun, etc. And Hamid doesn't have a paisa even though Ramzan is the very next day. And Amina, poor lady, I mean, she also knows that Hamid has to go to Eidgah and later to the fair, but she was planning to give him some 5, 6 paisa, but and in the nth hour, she had to part away with her money with the local grocer, etc. And she has nothing but just 3 paisa to give it to Hamid. So she hands over 3 paisa to him and tells him, "Beta, go along with your friends and buy whatever you like, eat well, and come back." So this narrative is again very interesting. The kids go to the Eidgah, and morning everybody is wearing new clothes, but Hamid doesn't have new clothes, neither he has chappal, but he has that enthusiasm and effervescence in his heart, like any young child has. So all these guys, I mean, all the friends, they walk, I mean, which is about 3 miles or so to the neighboring town. So they are enamored by the big buildings, etc., and they keep discussing, and all that child talk keeps happening. So finally, the prayers are offered. Then people meet, exchange greetings. Then everybody, the big and the small, they rush to the fair, trying to buy what do you call sweets or toys or getting onto rides, and so that is what happens. And Hamid with his 3 paisa and rest of his friends at least with 10, 15 or whatever. So people start buying things. Somebody buys us some sweet, and he starts teasing Hamid. I mean, this is very sweet. I mean, why don't you buy? Why don't you take your 1 paisa and buy? And somebody is buying a toy. So yet, I mean, when all this is happening, Hamid kind of withholds himself. He is not tempted. He is just watching because he has got only 3 paisa. If he spends it, it's gone. People are buying all kinds of things, but Hamid, he is in a quandary as to what to buy. And then it so happens he watches a blacksmith having his own store where he is selling things like knives and small vessels, and there is also a chimta. Chimta is what do you call the tongs with which you hold the hot things. Then he remembers that his granny keeps burning her fingers in the process of making rotis. He thinks, I mean, what is the use in buying all these sweets or toys or whatsoever? Let me make granny happy. He goes to the shopkeeper and asks for the price of the tongs, chimta. So he says, it is 6 paisa for the chimta. Then Hamid says, tell me the right price. I mean, then he says, I mean, it is 5 paisa, take it or leave it. Hamid thinks, I mean, he has only 3 paisa. He just says, he utters, ki, give me for 3 paisa, and he turns back thinking that the shopkeeper will curse him or shout at him. He'll not give it at 3 paisa. To his surprise, shopkeeper calls him and gives the chimta for 3 paisa. After some time, everybody gets back to their own village. So Hamid and his friends go back to their village. Hamid reaches his home, and Nani is expecting Hamid. I mean, she has been waiting for him, and she wanted to ask him so many things. I mean, what you have purchased, what you have eaten, and this guy is coming up with this chimta. Nani, I have purchased this, and she is aghast, and she shouts at him initially, ki, "Arey, pagal means stupid. What you done? You're there. I mean, morning till afternoon, you're not eaten anything. You should have spent your money on eating some sweet meat or bought some toy or whatsoever. Why you bought this tongs for me, this chimta for me?" Then he says, Nani, I've seen you burning your hands whenever you're making rotis. So, what is the use in me buying toy which will break in a day or two? So, I wanted this will help you forever. Then, I mean, all her frustration, anger, gets converted into pure emotion. She hugs the kid, and that's the story. It is about innocence and also sacrifice in a very, very small child. There couldn't have been any other more emotional story ever better written than this. Thanks for watching this.